Yewww! G'day crew, I'm Oscar Pelazon and welcome to another episode of Tube Time Tuesdays. Down here at Trig Point, looking back at the Stronce Bank, not much going on. Northerlies blowing, bit overcast, a little bit fresh, and rather than spending time working hard out there in that boardroom, I thought I'd come in here in this boardroom and share with you some more business wisdom. And you'll remember that last episode, in part one of strategic planning, we talked about the groundwork for strategy, clarity of goals, reviewing your numbers, and being real about capacity. And today, we move into the next phase, alignment, because a good plan can fail if it's not built on solid structure and honest reflection. So let's dive in. Step 4, refine your competitive strategy. Markets change quickly. Technology is changing at breakneck speed. What gave us our advantage in the past may not be as valuable or as relevant moving forward. And what made you successful last year or 2 years ago might be irrelevant today. What makes you different now? What sets you apart from your competitors? Is your difference still valued by your ideal clients? Are any of your competitors gnawing away at your competitive advantage? By understanding the answers to these questions, we can refine or redefine our niche in the crowded marketplace that we all compete in, so that ultimately we can compete effectively. Step 5, evaluate team structure and roles. Strategy doesn't live in documents. It lives and dies by the people that implement it. So take a hard look at your team. Who's doing what? Do people have clear responsibilities, or is there overlap, confusion, or gaps? Are the right people in the right seats, or are you carrying passengers? And crucially, how much of the business still relies on you? If your business can't function without you, with being involved in every decision, then it's not sustainable. Structure is about freeing up leadership to lead and setting your team up to deliver. Step 6, review past decisions and strategy. Before we move forward, we need to look back. What decisions have shaped your current position? Which ones worked and which ones didn't? Most importantly, why? This isn't about blame, it's about learning. What insights can we take from those outcomes? Sometimes we're still clinging to past decisions because they were expensive, they took a lot of effort, or they gave us a great outcome, even if they're no longer serving us. This is the moment to reflect. Release your attachment, realign, and go again. And step 7, conduct a real SWOT. So SWOTs often get a bad rap. In fact, I often see people say that they're doing strategic planning, and when I ask what they did a SWOT. And the SWOT in and of itself is pretty useless. It's because people use it as a lazy formality. But when done right, it's an absolute goldmine. It gives us real clear insights around what your real strengths are, not just skills, but culture, where you're vulnerable, systems, cash flow, talent, what opportunities are opening up in the market, and what's a threat that you've been ignoring or that you weren't even aware of. Remember, the purpose isn't to tick boxes, it's to gain strategic insight. When you see things clearly, you can decide decisively and act with confidence. So step back and ask, is our strategy built on honest reflection? Do we have the structure and self-awareness to move forward? In next week's final episode, we're going to bring it all home, moving from insight to action. That's it for me today. I look forward to seeing you next week for another episode of Tube Time Tuesdays. Happy days. Yewww!